Welcome back to Colorado and Company. I'm Denise Plant. This is the time of year when we honor moms and dads and we recognize the dedication they have to their children and their families. Well, two of those dedicated parents are here today, Julia Vitorello and Alec Makovacs. They want you to know about their daughter, Mila. Mila was born, she was energetic, she was vibrant and active, but within a few years, troubling signs started to show in the way she talked and walked. After years of searching for answers, Mila was diagnosed with a rare genetic disease called Batten disease. Science is offering hope on the horizon, but parents like Julia and Alec need your support right now, and thank you for coming on the show. I understand this is really hard to talk about, but it's important to talk about because we want to help others. Talk about Batten disease. It's very rare. What causes it?
Basically, Julia and I share a genetic mutation that we inherited from our parents on the very same gene. And as long as you don't have two copies of that mutation, and you don't have any symptoms like nobody in our family does. And many people share mutations that they don't know about because there's 7,000 different rare mutations. But you know, Mila was very unlucky and inherited two, and therefore she has the disease.
So she's struggling to walk and talk and just having an everyday normal life. What was your reaction when you heard she was diagnosed with the disease?
It was, you know, shocking and devastating because she was such a normal and even advanced child until 3 or 4 years old. And we knew that she was having trouble, and we knew she had problems with vision, but we didn't think that, you know, she had a disease that was this serious and that was life-limiting. And the other thing that, you know, we realized is that our son might have been affected.
And he's okay?
And we just found out recently that he is okay. He was luckier than she.
How old is Mila?
She's 6.5.
6.5 years old. Julia, I understand there's no current cure for Batten disease, but there is hope on the horizon.
Yeah, we were...
Can we get Julia some water, please? This is a live show, so it just happens. Here's a bottle of water for you. And I know it's a tough thing to talk about.
We were given... Sorry.
That's okay. Take your time.
Yeah, we were given no hope whatsoever for Mila. But we started to speak with scientists around the world. And we learned very quickly that there was a reason to have hope. There were recent clinical trials that proved to halt these diseases completely. And these scientists told us that if we had spoken with them even 3 years ago, they really would not have been able to give us any hope at all. But trials have been put on in just the last 1 or 2 years, have been able to actually halt degeneration completely. And that there was reason to believe that if we started a trial of our own for Mila's type of Batten, that we would be able to potentially stop this disease. So we started a foundation into just that. And
so you're doing fundraising efforts in order to get help for Mila. What's the fundraising event that's coming up?
So there's an event in Boulder on the 17th of May, and that is going to be a auction and other fundraising and to raise awareness to our cause, so that we can try to you know, gather the funds to fund the science to generate a clinical trial for our daughter and other children that have the same disease.
You also have something coming up at the Boulder, I understand?
Yeah. Yes, we have Mila's Miracle Team to stop Batten, and so you know, the Boulder's in our backyard. There are 50,000 people, so we really want to stand out. So we have already 20 teams that are running and walking for us.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so we're trying to get even more community support for that.
And if we want to help Mila's Miracle Foundation, how do we do that?
So you can go to our website, which is stopbatten.org. You can read about a story, and you can see what we plan to do with the money that we raise and how it's going to help.
And if you raise the money for Batten disease, this can change the world, couldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the trial that we are putting on is something that can be replicated for many, many different rare diseases. So for us, this battle is not just for saving our daughter's life. This is, we're trying to put a trial on that can basically be photocopied and used as a blueprint for many, many other diseases which affect millions of people.
quickly, you said she's 6 years old now,
6.5.
but what did they project her lifespan to be?
It's very hard to know with such rare diseases because
Right.
there's not that many patients, but 8 to 12 is what we're hearing.
All right, we got to do something. Thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate you sharing Mila's story. If you'd like to learn more, please visit their website. Go to stopbatten.org. That's stopbatten.org. There you'll find information on the upcoming fundraising events in Boulder and other ways that you can help out. And thank you again, Julia and Alec, for sharing Mila's story. We'll be right back in just a moment.